Welcome back, my friends. Today we're going to talk about the great tune Singin' in the Rain, all-time classic from American film. Every time you sing this song, people put on a happy face. Of course, Gene Kelly dancing around in the street, classic cinema. And here we're going to introduce this song with some Travis picking so you can bring it right into your singer-songwriter set and make everyone happy in doing so. So let's take a look at the intro to start with, okay? Again, we're going to be doing this in a Travis picking form. So the first thing we want to do when we do look into the Travis picking is take a look at the chord form of the introduction. So the introduction is very simple. It's going to be basically a C chord, an A minor chord, okay? And then we're going to play a D minor 7, but we're not going to play the little finger on the F. We're not going to drop the little finger. We're going to just keep those two fingers straight up. So it's like a D minor 7 with adding a 9, if you will, adding the open E, okay? And then we're going to go to a G with, again, the G is going to be adding the E. So we're going to put the little finger on the D instead of the usual G, okay? So that's like a G6. And then we're going to finish it off with the G11. So the chord's going to be da, C, da, da, A minor, D minor 7 with the add 9, da da da, G da da da. Okay, so it's da 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 da. And now with that chord form in your head, you can bring in all the fancy finger picking, if you will. Now the second step is, of course, going to be to take a look at where the melody lies. And this melody is really only 4 notes, right? So we're taking the E to C, da, 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 E, C, D, C, okay? E, C, D, C. Then we're going to drop to get the A, da, da, and then repeat again, da, 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 da. So really only 4 notes. And now when you play those notes, you can see why that D minor 7, the A and the C are so important in the chord forms, okay, adding into the G11 at the end, and of course the D minor 7 is in there also. So now we're going to put this together with a melody using the thumb with our bass, okay? Since we're starting on C, the standard Travis finger pick is going to be 5, 4, 6, 4, da, 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 okay, to the A minor. So it's C, 1 and 2, 3, 4, and. So now we're going to play the next section, da, 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 da. And notice here when we play this, da, 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 the thumb is actually going to the 3rd string. Da, 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 and then we're coming back to the 6th string for the G. Sometimes when you're playing down on the top 4 strings, the thumb will traverse down into that 3rd string area. And in this case, it works out pretty well. So the whole thing together is 1 and 2, 3, 4, and 1 and 2, 3, and 4, and. Now notice one other thing about this pattern. And of course, to get it in your fingers takes a little bit of balance. But one thing that will be very valuable and very important to you, that first finger on the C never comes off the guitar. And that gives us a nice foundation of balance through this whole thing. Okay, so there's your introduction. Now, as we get into the song, again, it's 32 bars, standard American classic songbook form, but really this is an interesting song because really it's 2 sets of 16. So we've got an 8, then we've got another 8, which is a little different, and then we kind of repeat that 2 block. So it's sort of an A-B-A-B form, but it is a 32 bar standard. The other thing that's very nice about this song is we only need to learn 4 chords to play the whole thing in this arrangement. So we're starting with a C, and C is prevalent in this song. Okay, so we're going to be playing a typical Travis pick, which is 5, 4, 6, 4. Okay, rotating the bass. And with the fingers, you can move the fingers however you wish, whatever you feel is appropriate for the rhythm of the tune. Remembering that the little fingers are usually cutting in somewhere on those and beats, right? 1, 2, and 3, and 4, and 1, 2, and 3, and 4, and 1. So we're going through. I'm singing in the rain, just singing in the rain. What a glory. Notice it's all C, feeling. On the ling, we're going into the C sharp diminished 7, okay? And now we're going to go from the C sharp diminished 7 to the D minor 7 with the bar, and this bar allows us to keep that same Travis pick on the 5, 4, 6, 4, okay? Like we did on the C, because the D, of course, the bar, we're using all the notes, so we can keep that 5, 4, 6, 4, and then to the G, and I like to put the 13 in there. Okay, so it's the G with the 7th and the 13. Okay, and that's back to the C. There's only 4 chords. There's C, C sharp diminished 7, D minor 7, and G 13. You can do the whole song. So let's take a look. Okay, so we're getting into that second line, right? What a glorious feeling. Now, because this is a diminished 7th, we can actually use that diminished 7th trick, okay? Every third measure is the same diminished 7th chord with a rotation on the notes, right? There's 4 notes. So here we've got the C sharp diminished 7th, C sharp, E, G, B flat, right? And now if we go up 3 frets, we're going to have the E on the bass. If we go up 3 more frets, we're going to have the G on the bass. If we go up 3 more frets, we'll have the B flat in the bass, right? And those are all the same chord. Why we're doing this? Because what we can do here to make it a little more interesting is we can go, what a glorious feeling, I'm happy again. And by doing that, feeling, I'm, on the I'm, if we go to that diminished, that E diminished kind of lets us drop right down into the D minor 7, because you notice that the 3rd finger doesn't move. So again, we're getting a little bit of an anchor there with the 3rd finger, the C sharp diminished, sliding right down a fret into the D minor 7, which is kind of nice. So now we've got, what a glorious feeling, I'm happy again. And so it's a kind of a neat way to add a little more interest to the tune and get a little bit of assistance, actually, to get to the D minor 7. And then the G, okay? And then again we go to a D minor 7 now in the second 8, which is the other part of the song, right? I'm laughing at clouds. It's just D minor 7 to G13 or G7, da 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 da, back to the C. So what do we have here? We have 2, 5, 1, right? The jazz player's dream, 2, 5, 1. So we've got, I'm laughing at clouds so dark up above. The sun's in my heart and I'm ready for love. So basically 2, 5, 2, 5, 2, 5, and 1. Now to make this a little more interesting, you can play it with the 2, 5, but to make it a little more interesting, we could do something like this. Instead of I'm laughing at clouds, right, we could go, I'm laughing, D minor, E minor, D minor, F sharp to the G, okay? So we're coming in from a half step below. So instead of I'm laughing at clouds, we could go I'm laughing at clouds. And then repeat. So dark up above. Give you a little more excitement to the accompaniment. Again, optional, right? And then the sun's in my heart and I'm ready for love. Again, want to add something in there. So we've got the sun's in my heart. And now, just like the great stride players of the 30s and 40s, we can go from the G, we can go up in tenths, starting on the 5th fret, 6th, 7th fret, and then to the C. So basically it's just a walk up, right? So we've got G13, A, B flat, B, and then the next note would of course be C, and we can come back here for the C. Or you could go up here if you want for the bar. So to make that second 8 a little more interesting, we could do something like this. I'm laughing at clouds so dark up above. The sun's in my heart and I'm ready for love. Just a couple of things you might want to throw in. And again, as you add, as you investigate, as you experiment, you could do all kinds of cool things. So the second 8 and the third 8 are just like the first 8. So the chords, there's no difference. Put this whole thing together, it should sound something like this. I'm singing in the rain, just singing in the rain. What a glorious feeling, I'm happy again. I'm laughing at clouds so dark up above. The sun's in my heart and I'm ready for love. Let the stormy clouds chase everyone from the place. Come on with the rain, there's a smile on my face. I walk down the lane with a happy refrain, just singing, singing in the rain. And that's basically the song, my friends. Play with that, enjoy it. It is a great tune. It is a tune stamped with that American seal, and I hope you enjoyed that. Please don't forget to subscribe, my friends. We'll be back again with more interesting guitar fun, and until that time, stay out of the rain.